Support for Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, who's the best in below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Now, Tim, did you know that Manscaped just launched in the UK, bruv?
I had no idea.
Yeah, man. Now they can take care of their naughty bits and pieces down there, eh? All right. Now they've gone for years without using the right tools for the job. So you can imagine what it looks like out there. Now you could be one of the first men in England to experience their life-changing products. All right. Now, Tim, I know you and I, guys close to 40, so we've probably had some crazy experimentation going on when it taking care of the hairs down there. Well, guess what, brother? That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created and just released the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 in the UK. Their third-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents, because you don't want to nick what's down there in your knickers. And British men, be careful when you say that word if you're not of black descent. But Tim, when I tell you that this is premium, I mean premium. The battery will last you up to 90 minutes, so you could take a longer shave. The waterproof technology allows you to groom in the shower. And one of the coolest features is that LED light, which illuminates grooming areas for closer and more precise trimming. You got to be a real freak if you shaving in the dark, player. You know what I'm saying?
And you're doing it for 90 minutes.
90 minutes. Hey, man, sometimes you got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they've also upgraded to a 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology. And let's not forget about the charging stand, Tim, all right? Show your mower off loud and proud, because this intelligently designed stand is a convenient charging dock powered by USB. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looks pretty stealthy and neat on your desk there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You might have a meeting coming up. You might need to get a quick trim, and it's right there, and it looks so inconspicuous, so cool. Now, if you're listening to me speak right now, I want you to experience this firsthand for yourself. Let's get that bush to tush clean. Get 20% off plus free shipping and handling with the code LTBR at manscaped.com. Make your testes your besties. Once again, get 20% off and free shipping and handling with code LTBR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping and handling at manscaped.com when you use code LTBR. Your balls will thank you.
Well, look, man. Born Legacy 12 being headlined by Marv and Bill is fire. And Marv says, listen, you can't get me without getting my brother. So he got Quest McCody on the card, too, to pretty much be the battle right underneath him against Cortez. And, again, this feels like a 2009 grind time battle. It just is one of those, two vets that's been in the game for 10-plus years, battling, way later, maybe a little past their prime. It's kind of what can I really get from this? But, this is a perfect opportunity for Quest to show the world, yo, I can make a run one-on-one without Marv myself. So give me Quest, you know what I'm saying? Throw me drugs, throw me this and that, because he asked for these names. He said it. Quest is the one that said, I want Cortez and drugs, not us.
So he did?
He asked for Cortez. He asked for drugs. He asked for this. He asked for this, not us. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to put it out there. Quest McCody is the one that asked for Cortez and drugs on 15 Minutes of Fame. It's a report a while back. Actually, we actually talked about it on this very same show. So, if you're not happy with Quest McCody, tell him his matchmaking skills could use improvement. He picked this. He wanted this. He asked for it. Shall we move on? Man, I've never seen you this distraught.
Drake.
All right, you know what? Let's live the people up a little bit. Let's talk about Ooops and Truffaut, because Ooops is making his URL debut, right, against Truffaut, and I'm not gonna lie, people are really happy about it. I have some reservations. Let's talk to the people. Ooops versus Truffaut on his Born Legacy debut, URL debut. How do you feel about it? Talk to me. See some people say Ooops and Truffaut is fire, so that's greatly something. Piccolo B says Oops. It's 3 O's, by the way, guys. Make sure it's 3 O's, not 2. His name is spelled with 3 O's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oops 30, says Piccolo. That's a great battle. Savage Vandross says, I don't want no more sob stories from Oops. I second that notion.
So my sleeper battle, y'all ain't feeling it.
Listen, man, it's just I've said it already. Sometimes battle rap isn't always the place for that message, and if you're gonna be that guy to give the message every single battle, I don't know, man. Even B-Dot at some point stopped giving some kind of message every single battle. Even he kind of realized, all right, I gotta change it up a little bit.
He be dropping little gems.
But you know what? I'm less upset at that and more upset that he's just never all the way clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always fumbling, stumbling, and sometimes choking. Oops. Yeah, so that's more of a concern than...
Yeah, well, he can't do that now with his URL. No, we can't do that on URL. Oops. Now, Bruce Franks Jr., that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? I respect that Black King.
Oh, of course,
and all that he does.
Of course.
But you got your wish. You about to be on URL. You about to drop on the app. You about to have huge eyes on you, sir. We not gonna do that. Mm-mm. We not gonna do that. Mm-mm. I need you to be clean.
How do you guys feel about him coming back to battle Truffaut? Like, this is his debut.
Shout out to Truffaut. He working.
I don't know, man. I kind of no shade to Truffaut. It's just like Oops is like a pretty prolific name where it's like I would have at least thought he'd try to come back for a higher level opponent. You know what I'm saying? And somebody not from the Midwest as well. Because they also have this, like, Midwest respect for each other, this love, and, like, Oops really cares for Truffaut. So I don't know how, like, if they're going to take it to that level of competitiveness with each other. You know what I mean?
So you still on the fence with True?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not off Truffaut Island yet, but I've definitely sold some stock. You know what I'm saying? I haven't fully got off the island. I'm still there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not 100% sure if he's that guy yet. You know what I mean? But we have to wait and see.
Well, look, I will say this for Oops. He can't afford to not show up or mess up or not do good.
It's a fact.
And so the same with True, because you trying to work your way, you trying to work your way up, you trying to make something happen. This is the time, I'm starting to see more Truffaut on my timeline. This ain't the time to drop the ball either. So this is why I feel like they both got something to prove. They both got something to say. They both want to show Smack that they're worth, being pushed by the machine. They want to be parts of the machine. Mm-hmm. And we all know Bruce or Oops be out here in them streets putting in that real work. But if he gonna take time away from that to battle, I don't want to hear no excuses though. No excuses. I need you to tap in, I need you to focus, and I need you to execute and complete that objective.
That's a fact. You said it perfectly, and I'm ready to go on to the next battle on the card as well. Let's talk about, let's pick the random. Emerson Kennedy and Big Cannon. All right, the return of Big Cannon. He hasn't battled in quite some time, I think, on your at least maybe almost 3 years now. Maybe 2.5, 3 years. And
Cannon wasn't Cannon on Born Legacy 8 in Cleveland?
Yeah,
was that 8 or 9 in Cleveland?
Well, you're right.
He
that
was
but in a couple months, it's gonna be 2 years ago still. So he has been a little. He's been gone for at least a year and a half. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, that's true.
let's see what the people have to say. Anastasia does not like. Savage Vandals does not like. EK. Bagel says, I like that Big Cannon is back. Big Cannon battled Trez in Cleveland. David Levitt says, didn't he retire? EK versus BK could be the battle of the night.
You know what they be saying when they say they're going to retire. They always come back for more.
Yeah,
you know them be lies.
Lil Brown says, "Who is?" I like this message. Lil Brown says, "Who is Big Cannon? That white man?" Nah, man, that's Big K. His name is Big K. He's the white guy. Big Cannon is a different guy. Some guy from Chicago. You definitely check him out. That was a funny message though, Lil Brown. You really made my day with that one.
No. I mean, you got to think we got Big Cannon, we got Big K, we got Young Cannon.
It's a lot of
Do
cannons.
we got a Lil Cannon? Is there somebody out there calling themselves Lil Cannon?
That'd be funny.
You know, all these rappers call themselves Lil everything.
Yo, if a 16-year-old battle rapper came out, his name was Lil Cannon, he'd probably be fire off the rip. Be like, oh, Lil Cannon, up and coming named Lil Cannon.
He probably like 5'2", loud as hell, explosive performances. They call him Lil Cannon. Look, anybody out there that fit that description, I got your name. I need 10% of all your bookings.
I got a statistic here about Emerson Kennedy. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Or Lil K.
All right, check this out, Cece. Emerson Kennedy. 2015, he did 2 battles. 2016, he did 1 battle. 2017, he did 1 battle. 2018, he did 1 battle. 2019, he did 2 battles. 2020, he did 10 battles.
I think he did that because there was a point. Yeah, I think I remember correctly. There was a point where EK was deciding to just walk away from battle rap. He just felt like he wasn't getting what he felt like he deserved. And rightfully so. But guess what? He came back with a vengeance. And I know he had a great show in the first round in Ultimate Madness last year. And then it kind of fizzled out for the rest of the year. But again, like, I like to see people get a shot and prove why they feel like they should get more.
Yeah, I agree.
But again, you know, I feel like, you know, him versus Vixen was a fire battle. I enjoyed it, regardless of who you feel like won, because I know some people felt like EK won that battle, and there was a lot of gas for Vixen, and Vixen had performances and moments, but overall EK pen was stronger. So again, that's based on preference. But EK's had a good 2020 so far for just one battle. I saw a lot of people clipping up his 1 round too, not just what Vixen was doing. I saw a lot of people clipping up and saying, talking about what he was saying.
That white girl got flat asses. This white girl got fat asses. All right, Cece, you felt that bar in your soul, and you grab your cheeks when you heard that bar.
Every time I grab them.
But I want to say this: Emerson Kennedy is like this. Emerson Kennedy had this weird like moment where he like went from like being underrated to like almost becoming overrated because of how much he battled. And like, I get it, like 1-2 battles a year might not be enough, but you don't go from 2 battles a year to 10 battles a year. Like, that's a massive jump.
Bagels and loaded locks. He said everybody keep focusing on that Cisco haircut. That was make me laugh because it's like
That's wrong. I mean, it doesn't help that his hair's different colors every single battle.
I just need to know what he uses in his hair, because his hair, regardless of how much he puts chemicals and processes it, it looks fabulous. And I'm scared to color my hair because I'm scared that it's, gonna break. I still need to know his secret. You can just DM me.
He battled with yellow hair, blue hair, and pink hair in the last like 9 months. It's kind of wild.
Because ladies, we all know, especially black women or women with coarse hair, when you put that bleach on it, a lot of times it's going to snap off. So we need to all ask EK, sir, what do you use on your hair?
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, and I do feel like one last thing about Emerson Kennedy. When he battled in 2019, he battled Jay and Ooops back to back like 6 weeks. He openly admitted, he's like, yo, I can't really battle that closely to each other. That I need more space to write. So it was weird to see him take 10 battles where they were all so close together. Or it's weird to see him go into a tournament where everything's 2 weeks apart. Like when he battled Prep and he's like, oh, well, I only had 2 weeks. So it's like, well, yeah, if you advanced against Holmesy, you still would only had 2 weeks. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
probably would have lost against Holmesy. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
probably would have lost against Holmesy.
But EK Big Cannon's a good battle.
But no, like shout out to EK because again, I feel like sometimes, and that goes back to sometimes you don't know what your limits are until you push your own limits. Now he knows that okay, I gotta be 100 with myself. I can't do 2 week prep. I need a little bit more time. If that means I can't battle as much, by all means, I'm good with that. As long as I'm getting paid and I'm performing and I'm bringing the fans what they want, who cares?
That's a fact. All right, man. Let's keep the ball rolling. What other matches we got on this card? Let's talk about Nunnan and Ryder, please, because honestly, I'm really excited for that battle. It almost made me want to take the trip down to the south to watch it, but I decided not to. I'm gonna take it easy. Hey, listen, Cece. URL does testing on site. They're responsible. All right.
I know, but we also know them tests is just a window. Saying that right now. But once you walk away from me and you go have fun for the rest of the weekend,
that's very true. That's very true. I mean, like you might be negative up until the event, but we have no recollection of what you do post event or on your way back home. That's still a liability. You're correct.
And that's what Dr. Fauci said.
Bagel said risking your health for a rider battle is crazy. Bagels, I'm not risking it for a rider battle. I'm risking it for a nun battle. All right, I would risk it all for a nun battle. All right.
What's worse, a nun battle or Bow Wow?
Hold on, any minute now, Lil Reggie's gonna talk crazy about me because I'm a nun fan. Oh, here it goes. Chill, friends. There we go. I was waiting for it.
Which one is worse, y'all? Bow Wow or Nun?
Listen here, man. I would risk it all to watch Nun live in person. That guy is special, man. And I've been saying it for a long time. I've been a Nun fan even before the Loso battle. I kept telling you guys, don't sleep on Nun. I like Nun. Loso's my friend, so I can't pick against him. But Nun, he's that guy. And he had a really underrated 2020. Like, he beat Loso, beat the shit out of Wavy, good battle with Bill, beat the brakes off of
He beat Loso clear.
Yeah.
Clear. The first round.
Nun is very underrated, and I'm not going to lie to you. He will be my dark horse pick to somehow make a top 20 list if he takes off. I think Nun and Rada is super duper fire. I love that battle.
Well, this is why Nun needs to capitalize on this battle because, like you said, he had them. Everybody was talking about Nun, and then when he finally got eliminated, the buzz kind of did go down.
It's a fact.
So he needs to remind folks, I'm not no fluke. I does this. And I'm good at it.
Let's read the chat. Savage Vandross says, where's the battles going down? In a disclosed location in the south of the United States of America. Loud Pack Jack says, Bow Wow. Cloud9 says, Nun is fire. Loud Pack says, Nun's gonna 30 rider. Damn. VD says, don't disrespect Nun like that. He would body Bow Wow. What is happening?
I wasn't talking about battle rap. I'm talking about would you go? Who would you risk your life to go see in person, sir?
Ozzy says, super duper fire? He's just alright. Nun needs to start marketing himself. I agree. Lil Reggie says, I will admit Nun is one of the better white battle. Yes! When Lil Reggie can't help but show love and he ain't hating, you know you did a good job.
We are making progress, sir.
You did a very good job.
Maybe one day we can get him to love KOTD. But again, baby steps.
No, baby steps. We'll get him on the we'll get him on the fan show this Thursday, Cece, and we'll see what's the root of all this.
He probably was bullied by a white kid in school.
Lion Legacy says France manages Nun. Yo, Lion Legacy, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. I was one of the people that said Nun needs to be an Ultimate Madness. I said it like months before it happened, and URL was like, "You really think so?" And I was like, "Yes, put him in the tournament." So I'm a big Nun advocate. All right. Miss Puffin Loud says you're looking amazing today. Thank you so much. She's talking
Thank
to you.
you.
She's talking to you. Never mind.
Thank you. Rita, you always looking good too.
Forget about it.
Okay.
All right. Being a white rapper, again, the stamp from Reggie means a lot. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. But you know what, Cece?
Okay,
I didn't see one person in this chat advocate for Ryder. I didn't see not one single person ride for him. Like,
okay, you beat me to it because I was gonna be like, so nobody's picking Ryder, nobody's rooting for Ryder. Because I feel like Ryder also was the same way. Like that Mike P. I feel like even though he got eliminated, we all was demanding, like we was demanding them judges to like explain why they did not pick Ryder over Mike P. And he had a buzz. And I think after the Loso battle, that's when they had to start doing that. So both Nun and Loso, after their Ultimate Madness exits last year, the buzz has been coming in. So they both got something to prove. I feel like everybody on this card got something to prove.
All right. They said we're not picking Ryder because he's ass. Wow. Bubba Quan says we're not picking him because he's fools. Savage Vandross says Ryder's my homie, but I probably won't watch this battle. So is he really a homie? Is he really a homie? Are you really supporting your friends, sir? Lil Reggie says I don't vote for white, so we already know this. Okay, say less. Staying with the home team. Ryder's dope. There's nothing else. Even the silk fade. Ryder's dope with nothing else, even though the silk faded. Okay. None is the underdog. Fan vote's gonna have Ryder. Lion Legacy, I don't know, bro. This entire chat doesn't have Ryder, so I'm not confident that if you put a poll out there, they're gonna pick Ryder.
Hardcore.
The fans love None. All right. Rue. We rue for the day of None. We love None.
Well, Hardcore saying this is battle of the night.
Good morning, bars. I agree with him. This is my battle of the night. This is the battle I would fly out for. All right.
That's why. Hey Rico. Hope you're having a good week.
Rico.
Yeah, I said that this was the first matchup that, spoke loud to me. I do have this probably being battle of the night. If not battle of the night, a very close. It's gonna be fireworks because I feel like they both have something to prove. They both understand that, okay, like I have to get I can't wait. I can't be on cruise control right now.
I like how Bubba Quan says
I gotta step out here. I gotta make some noise.
Let's read these messages. Lion Legacy says Ryder's more in the media, so new fans don't know None. Lion Legacy, I'm willing to put up a bet that if I make a Twitter poll today between None and Ryder, None wins the poll. Bubba Quan says flying out to a None battle, get the F out of here. Hey Bubba Quan, listen man, I'm hopping on the bandwagon before the wagon gets full of people and everybody tries to ride upon us. All right, you know those little vans in DR and Haiti, they have like 20 people in it to transport them across the city. I'm getting in before the other 19 people get in there. All right, that's what I'm doing. So when you start flying to see None, don't look at me crazy in the near future.
Look, if None was battling one of your faves in the future.
Bubba Quan says, why would you waste your money on this? That's the thing, Bubba Quan. It's not my money being wasted on this, all right? It's part of the budget. There's a budget that exists for this, all right? And that's the beauty of it.
They're getting at you, friends.
Hey,
They're getting at you.
That's fine. When None comes back with a fire battle, they'll remember this. They'll remember this. That's fine. I'm willing to take the stones in honor of None. Rubando's mom.
Wow, savage.
Rubando's mom wouldn't even pick him to win. That's messed up, man.
Wowzers.
Lion Legacy says those little vans in Haiti be deep. I've been in there. Lion Legacy, if you know about those vans and you know about getting in them before everybody else gets in them, you're the one that gets the nice comfortable seat. You know what I'm saying? You get VIP preferential treatment. They take you to your door-to-door location. Everybody else gets dropped off in the middle of the city. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be in the van before all y'all get in the van. Little Reggie says this man is tripping. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We still got some more battles on Born Legacy and some more topics to jump on. Danger Zone versus Don Mourinho. Listen, Don Marino's my guy, but I did not see this one coming.
Random.
I didn't see this one coming at all.
Random.
Dale Simmons says France is 5 days left in Black History Month, so please pick a None on March 1st. The only thing I can think about with Danger Zone and Don Marino, I heard Don Marino just had a really good battle with Danny Myers in Philly. I have to see it for myself. I heard it was really good. I heard it was one of his better.
I don't trust people in the building critiques,
especially not in smaller leagues like that, because people are just happy to be there, right? People are just happy to be there, hugging on each other with no mask and no nothing. So I'll wait to see for myself. But if Don Marino did have a good performance against Danny Myers, it's probably because he had to elevate his pen. So with Danger Zone, he'll have to do the exact same thing. So maybe you'll see a good Don Marino. And Danger Zone is always Danger Zone, so you never have to worry about him.
Again, it goes back to something to prove, because Don just had a ugly
snap. Oops
loss.
In the building. What up, though? Oops.
What up, though? Oops. He just had an ugly loss to Romnetti.
Don? Oh yeah. He did. That was a bad L. But apparently the Danny Myers battle was good, so we'll wait and see when it drops. And quick shout out, salute to you, Oops, for having your URL debut this weekend. I was saying earlier, I'm not as ecstatic about your match, only because of your opponent. And it's not so much that Trufo isn't a worthy contender. I just feel like you and Trufo have this Midwest respect for each other, so I don't know if you guys are going to take it to that next competitive level. Like, I want to see somebody that you really want to smoke. Like, I heard you yesterday on Primetime. You say you're gonna smoke a little bro, you're going to drop him, but on his way down, you're going to catch him. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see somebody that actually wants to kill you and vice versa. But nonetheless, I look really forward to your URL debut.
I'm happy you on there, bro.
Oops says, trust me, I'm going to catch everyone. And listen, I know for a fact, Oops, URL battles like potato chips. You don't just have one, you have more than one, right? So after Trufo, I'm pretty sure we'll see you spin the block again and again and again. And I would definitely love to see you on Caffeine on any one of these showcase or one-off weekends for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salute to y'all. Salute Oops. Salute to Oops, man.
Yes. I'm happy to see you back on the app and having the app drop. So that's going to be fire, man. For real.
Let's keep going. We got a few more matches left on this card and 2 more topics to tackle. Jackboy Maine versus Prez Mafia. It's a rough battle to talk about, right?
What was that?
Jackboy Maine versus Prez Mafia.
Y'all talk about this one.
See, here's the thing. All right, look, this is my only issue with it, right? I feel like with Jackboy, ever since the John and franchise loss, he's been kind of rehabbing himself to get back into URL, battling opponents that like maybe he doesn't want, but he says I gotta prove to URL that I'm ready for that next level. He battled Rubando, he battled Craig Lamar, he battled J400. Now he's battling Prez. If this is your 4th rehab battle, and you only had 2 proving ground battles to get into URL, you've worked twice as hard to return to the league than you did to even initially get in it. This is like being in college for 1 year, going to the NBA, leaving the league and going to the G League for 4 years. Like, wait, what? Like, why are you working so hard to prove that you're here? Like, you're good, Jack Boy. Get the matches you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need Jack Boy in Ultimate Madness. That's gonna turn it around for him. I need him on Ultimate Madness 3. I need Jack Boy on Ultimate Madness 3. What does a Prez Mafia battle do? Like, I need to know. Like, what exactly does it do?
That just shows you the impact of those 2 rounds John had for him. Impact. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all don't even have to like it.
Hey, J Black, don't pump that, J Black. We do a lot of statistical research. Don't jack that, because people might believe you.
Whatever, J Black.
Don't jack that. People will believe you. Thank you for the prop, Piccolo.
I just don't care.
I just don't feel...
Can I say that? I just don't care for it. I'm not...
No. I'm very happy to see Jack Boy. I'm really happy. He was good against Rue.
I don't care for it.
You know what I'm saying? But I just in 2020, what does a victory against Prez Mafia do for you? Like, genuinely, like, I just need to know. Like, what somebody needs to explain to me, what does that victory do for them?
It does nothing for my soul.
I get it if it's your like, oh, I want to get warmed up battle, but you had 3 battles already to rehab, so you don't need this one anymore. What's happening?
Yoshi, I seen that before it disappeared.
Well, Oops says,
I wish so too.
Oops asked an interesting question. He said, what does it do for Prez instead? And I'm not sure really what it does for Prez because like.
What does it do for either one of these? Like, I just don't.
Well, I mean, look, Prez has been around since what, 2013, 2014
He's been on the block for a minute.
Yes, he's been around for a long time. He's been on Euro for quite some years now. So like, he's been
all over the place.
There is a ceiling to Prez. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that has historical, like. References of just like you can't always trust him for a full 3-round performance. Even on caffeine, like he couldn't give you a full 3 rounds. He has 60+ battles to his name. Like I'm not sure what you're really gonna expect to get from him anymore. I don't know where his motivation level is at. I don't know how serious he takes battle rap. Like it's just. I get it if these are like matches for you to want to get your feet wet again or get ready for that next level, but I just don't feel like you get that level of competition you need to push yourself. I don't feel like you get a victory that people are going to be reputable about. I don't feel like you get the motivation for it. Like I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Every time somebody books Prez on these Euro cards for somebody to like level up, then you don't really see them afterwards, and it just. I don't know. I'm not happy with the match.
Jack Boy definitely. Because at this point, I'm starting to feel bad for the guy. Because shit, he's pretty much accepting anything y'all throw his way, just to try to hopefully get back in the
Yoshi says Prez is still fire. We're not doing that. I don't know, Yoshi. Fire is a strong word. Fire is a very strong word. Everybody can't be fire. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just some people that's just like. All right, man. I've seen enough, heard enough.
Hardcore flavor.
You know what I mean? But
Prez did create that style that not just one person, but multiple people on the Goonies love.
Let's keep going. We got 2 more matches left.
But again, it doesn't mean it's 2021. What you gonna do though?
Let's talk about Nex and Rubando, Cece. No, I actually like the match a lot, believe it or not. I feel like you got 2 young competitors. I won't lie, like Rubando's gotten a plethora of opportunities. So like when Nex is like, yo, you're 0-7 on the app. Like you've done PGs, you've been here for years. Like, are you really gonna be this next star that people think? Like it's funny he was saying that to him because it's like I'm brand new. I just got pulled out the crucible. I have all this promise. I have all this ceiling. I have all this potential. You've had all this opportunity and you failed. So like Nex is already kind of like revealing his angle low key, but Rubando could be explosive from time to time. That's the thing. He has a little bit of inconsistencies, but he has moments where he's like, oh shit, he's a pretty good puncher. Like, where is this? Can you be this more often? Can you be this for 3 rounds? I think he's gonna show up.
I'm trying to unsummon the gremlin because she wants to bark. So I'm going to be nice.
We got 2 props. Thank you for the props.
I watched Rubando versus Jack Boy.
Wasn't impressed?
I will say,
you wasn't impressed?
Overall, I see the potential for Rubando.
Facts.
But he has too much dry filler or dry spots for me. I'm here for Nex.
Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of people see a fuck ton of potential in Nex. Like they're really excited, ecstatic about what this guy could be. He talks a good game. He has a good pen. He has a good performance. He has good IQ. You know what I'm saying? Like he just has more intangible skills than Rue does. Rue is just like, he's trying to climb the puncher lane, but he doesn't have as much as like condensed or lyrical punches or like, I don't know. It's just not consistent with Rue. But there's potential.
Nex is getting better and better. That's the problem. Bando, you still kind of like doing the same kind of thing. You may not be choking, but you may be like not solid for start to finish for 3 rounds. Like you said, friends, like, okay, you have moments, you have like, spots where you be like, oh, where'd that come from? Okay, Bando.
Yeah.
But then you go back to being dry again. Nex ain't that one.
I don't know.
Nex is getting better and better. His pen getting better. His performance. He loves to perform. He's very, like he getting comfortable. That's why they took him out of that crucible, because they're like, you don't even need that, bro. You don't in here. Let's see what you doing against these people that been on the app or been on the platform already. You know what I'm saying?
Here's one thing, right? Either this is going to bring the potential out of Rue or it's not, right? So after this battle, you're going to probably get a real big definition of like who Rubando could be or who he is. Because again, like Nexus said, you've had 7 opportunities. 7 opportunities is a lot on your road. There's some people that don't get a chance to go to bat 7 times. And next, if he's as what we predict him to be or project him to be, he's supposed to technically win this battle clearly, right? Like, but I think in best case scenario, they both level up and they both put on a good battle. That's what I think we're gonna get from this. I feel like Nex is like poking the buttons of Rue, and Rue kind of feels insulted, and Rue kind of feels like, yo, hold on, man. Like I'm also a young up and coming talented guy too. I can level up too. I got potential too. That's what I want. Let's read the chat. Yoshi G says 1 or 2 is gonna get rescheduled. Lion Legacy says, how drunk we get in March 6th weekend.
I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. It's gonna take me a long ass time to probably watch some of these battles.
Yoshi says, I got the long booty. Wow. Cloud9 says negative. Ooops says, dog, Cece is killing me. You killing Ooops, Cece. You killing him.
Shout out to Bruce. You know, he was one of the first to give me an interview back in the day before I joined the team. So, I may not be able to, I might check my mouth, but this face don't do what the hell it's gonna do. I've been doing this since I was born. I was mean mugging folks. I didn't like folks all up in my grill when I was a baby. I would cry and be like, ugh, get away from me. This is how I am.
Well, look, I'll say this much. Rue Bando, I seen a message that says, Bando got to talk to Jerry West. And honestly, he really could, because Rue Bando was just like Jerry West before Jerry West had a breakup performance, really. Minus the theatrics and the performance. But, like, he had that, like, I'm stuck in this lane where I'm just, like, a little inconsistent. I have some good performances, some not so good performances. I'm a puncher. What can I do to stand out more? And Rue does have some personality. He is funny. So.
Cece came out with eyeshadow on, shoot.
Don't disrespect Jerry's name like that, friends. Hardcore fans, they from the same league, man. We go hard. They from the same league. They from the same brotherhood. All right?
Look, okay, my thing with Rue is like, okay, if you don't level up by the end of this year, it's like, for what? Like, why are we like? You're just gonna be in this position for the rest of your career. Like, honestly, because it's like, bruh, like, you was literally on the edge of going to the finals.
Yeah, he really was.
And you dropped the ball. And again, he's young. And a lot of times with young folks, we have to learn to rise to the occasion, to not fold under pressure. So I do have to remind myself that he is young. However, LeBron James was in the league as a teenager playing against grown-ass men. I'm going to need you to tap into that.
Yeah, but not everybody's LeBron, all right?
Well, you need to tap into the mind. You need to read them books that LeBron was reading, okay? You need to read them books that LeBron was reading and get your mind together. Okay, because yes, not everybody could be like Kobe. Not everybody could be Black Mamba when they come out the womb. But he need to get his mind together. Stop holding.
I'll say this much before we leave and go to the last battle.
Not Kuzma.
That's hilarious. If Rue would have went to Nome, if he didn't choke against Jay in that 3rd round and went to Nome, he really could have changed his entire career. Like, we would have been like, oh, Rue's on Nome, and then he would have had a real puncher's chance to win the entire tournament. That really could have been a special story.
This took that one comment alone, like,
Bubba Kwan says, that's hilarious. Bubba Kwan says, we don't deserve Rue Bando. We should be more humble. I agree with you. We don't deserve this. All right, last battle.
What?
Last battle. Where is it here? Dot versus Your Honor.
We've already went through this whole card.
That's the last battle.
See how, like, it just felt like
Dot versus Your Honor. I'm going to be honest. If Your Honor can just be consistent and he doesn't mail it in for 2 out of his 3 rounds, you're going to get a funny, entertaining, fire battle on both ends, because Dot is just, he's just comedy. He's just straight like comedic timing relief. You can't watch him and not smile or not be in a positive mood after watching Dot. And Your Honor has this like untapped potential where it's like for one round he leaves Earth and you're like, yo, this guy's really fucking good. He's just as good as everybody in his class. Then the next 2 rounds he just doesn't give a fuck, and it's just like it makes it hard to commit to him as like a fan because of how much like he doesn't take his craft serious. So, and I hate to watch one round of like amazingness and a major drop off in the next 2 where like you're stumbling, you're fumbling, you don't have like
doing, but so does Your Honor.
That's what I'm talking about. Your Honor. I'm talking about Your Honor.
I thought because I see people were saying Dot. I'm like, yeah, they both kind of be doing that. Who's gonna have all 3 rounds?
Nah, pencil it in. Dot will have all 3 rounds. Dot's gonna have all 3.
Who's gonna have 3 solid rounds?
Pencil it in.
Or just 2.
Dot's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Oops says this is a smoke break and I don't smoke. Yikes.
Bruh, bagels. That's what I'm saying. Your Honor has so much high potential, especially after that one clip of him. You know, I'm better than you. I'm just better than you. When that went viral, like, bro, he should have capitalized, and then that got him to go to Ultimate Madness. Like that helped him get
his first round. His first round in Ultimate Madness.
First round performance.
That first round performance was amazing.
And then ever since then, he's just been tanking. Your Honor, come on, bro. You can't. No, we're not doing that no more. Hey, Tata, we're not doing that no more. No.
Your Honor needs to talk to Clips for some advice.
Let's
read these messages. Your Honor needs to talk to Clips for some advice, says Lion Legacy. Definitely a smoke break battle, says Loud Pack Jack. Junior 125. Honor's on his way until he dropped the tournament. I agree. Doc can beat his opponents by putting together fire reaches. That he does. Piccolo says this is the father of believing your own bars. Tata says here in spirit. Level Scale says Dot Mob F them up. I disagree.
You think so?
I don't think so.
How so, Levels? Because I feel like
Dot Mob kind of like tailored him a little bit more, but it's just him who doesn't take his craft serious. Like, Cece, you can have all the resources and all the best friends in the world, but if you don't want to help yourself, nobody can help you. You know what I'm saying? You can't help no one that doesn't want to help themselves. So if Your Honor won't take his craft serious, it doesn't matter who's around him. You know what I'm saying? Because like when Rex was coaching Your Honor, like you can see a little bit of like he has that same aggression that like Rex has. He has that same demeanor for a round, and in the next 2 rounds he doesn't care.
We might have to have the honest conversation about leadership. When you see your leaders, aka Rex, when you see your leader don't be giving a damn about battles and come in there with recycled rounds or come in there with nothing prepared. I'm just gonna go off the dome. Okay, pause. And you think your the little man's on the squad is not gonna take notice and take heed to the example that you are showing as a leader?
That's a good point.
Your Honor only doing what T-Rex is doing. But the problem with that is, Your Honor, you ain't no legend yet. Rex, he could get away with it, but he ain't get away with it. No, I'm done. I'm sorry.
That was a good one.
But Rex is still a legend. Rex is still a pioneer. Rex still has a legacy after all this is said and done.
That's a good one.
You might start have none. You are just getting your feet wet. So you can be doing what your OG is doing. Because your OG solidified. You ain't yet. So I'm going to need you to come with 3 rounds. Memorized.
All right, man. We got another 8 minutes left, so we got a couple more things to tackle. I want to tackle this quote that Holmesy said recently on Breakfast with the Champ, and I really I wasn't
Shout out to Holmesy because he didn't like my clip of me and Tata.
Yeah, but he also had a quote about himself with the Rum Nitty battle that I really wasn't a fan of. Holmesy says, end quote, response to DNA when he says, "What is beating Rum Nitty gonna do for you?" He says, "It's gonna do nothing," and that's not on Rum Nitty. It's gonna be because people are gonna find some way to downplay it, and I'm kind of like, why would you put that energy out there? Like, why would you like allow that. Like, you're battling Rum Nitty. You're battling one of the greatest punchers in the world. It can't be nothing. Nothing's not the right answer. And who cares if people downplay it? People still downplay LeBron. People will always downplay greatness. You are on your way to greatness, Holmesy. Don't downplay yourself because people are going to try to downplay you. What do you think of this, Cece?
Well, Holmesy comes off as a realist, and he kind of just looks at the room, and he tests and gauges the room as he feels like it is. But I hear what you're saying, France. But I do feel like that would be the narrative if he was to beat. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that would be the narrative. In all honesty, I don't think he's lying though.
Well, Ooops says
because just like but every time Nitty loses a battle, that's what happens. Let's be honest.
No, of course. People always
it's
try
not that the person beat Nitty. Right. Nitty lost the battle.
Yeah, no, that happens a lot. And Ooops says, I'm not a battle rapper. It's a defense mechanism and it's motivation. And I don't know if it's so much motivation or defense mechanism because there's a lot of times where, like, I see Holmesy doesn't, like, fully process a moment. Like, when he won the tournament, Cece, we saw it. When he won Ultimate Madness, like, he didn't even smile. You know, he didn't even smile. It's almost as if, like, he just knew people were going to try to downplay it right away. And I'm kind of just like, yo, like, bask in your fruit of labor, bask in your glory, and be great. Like, people are always going to find a way to criticize, hate, or downplay you, but you can't buy into that. You have to be happy with what you beat Rum Nitty. Or you could beat Rum Nitty, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's who Holmesy is, but I just don't like seeing it because it's kind of like, yo, what you're doing is incredible. Like, a year or two ago, nobody would have predicted you to be in this spot. And now you're like a top 10 battle rapper in the world. Like, you earned this. You know what I mean?
I think it's also, he feels that's what happened with him versus Danny. And him versus Bill. A lot of people were like, or I said it to him when he was on the show. So it's not me talking shit. I said I got Danny over him. And that's my opinion. I can have it. Don't stone me to death. And also, a lot of people felt that Bill gave him the win for the finals. So, and then he followed it up and lost to B-Dot. So he feels like a lot of people are just looking at him like, you try, bro, whatever. So that's why he's already preparing himself mentally for the narrative because he's already received it and he's already witnessed it.
It can't do nothing, though. Nothing's not the right answer. You're battling Rum fucking Nitty. Even DNA told him, like, you can't say nothing. Like, this is Rum Nitty. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I would say this. If he beats Nitty.
Which is very possible.
I'll be the first person to, like, congratulate him on Twitter.
I'm actually picking him to beat Nitty because I feel like yes, it's an upset statistically because everybody votes for Nitty. He never loses these fan polls, but I really feel like Holmesy has the skill set, the hunger, and the energy, and the will to match from Nitty right now. So, like, I generally don't see it as like a lopsided battle. I see it as being a very competitive battle.
Lion Legacy, that's a fact. Nitty is not unbeatable. He has lost battles.
That's a fact.
Holmesy has beaten vets. So, again, I don't see it being far-fetched that Nitty can't lose or Holmesy can't beat him. But again, I think as far as him, I don't think he's underestimating himself. I think he's just trying to get ahead of the narrative that he sees coming. If he feels and he knows he's going to walk in there and beat Nitty.
Listen, man, we damn near, like when B-Dot was on his run and he beat Nitty, everybody goes, oh, that wasn't a good Nitty or blah, blah, blah. But so what? He beat Rum Nitty. He beat Rum fucking Nitty. And because of that, we anointed him as one of the top battle rappers of the fucking world this year. Like, that's still a name that you're beating that is like an elite, high-level, all-time great name. Like, I don't care what anybody has to try to say to downplay it or nitpick it. Like, take that. You won. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, everybody, when Nitty loses, it's all about more when Nitty loses and people beating him, unfortunately.
That's what I said. So. That's exactly what I said. And, you know, I may have said that a time or so ago. You know, so it's like I said, he's not lying. Holmesy is not lying.
Oops says it wasn't because of Nitty win. You should start battling. No, Oops, I get it. You guys are the battle rappers, right? And I guess we're the media, and the people in the audience are the fans. There's multiple different perspectives of how people see this. Like, you guys have your own internal feelings because you guys are the performers. We're the ones in the middle of both. We're the ones that kind of know how you guys feel, and we know how the audience feels. And more importantly, everybody's a fan. Everybody's a fan first. So, like, so I don't know. Everybody has a different perspectives. I don't, and that's just my perspective. I feel like I don't like to see this level of like. This lack of enthusiasm or lack of, like, you know, just enjoying the fruits of your labor from Holmesy. That's all I'm saying. He deserves these moments more than anything else. Who cares what anybody has to say? At the end of the day, it's battle rappers opinionated. To be fair, unless it's a body. Oops says, I don't like your stats, but I love you, bro. Appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. Look, the statistics is beyond. The statistics are no emotions. They're just straight numbers. All right.
What you mean you don't like our stats?
I'd rather you like the stats and not like me, because the stats are the real deal, right? What I'm saying is subjective. What I'm saying you can agree, disagree with. The numbers, no, you can't disagree with the numbers. Right?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't, and that's from Pose.
That's a fact. All right. Let's get ready to wrap things up over here, Cece. You close out the show.
Who we closing out with?
Oh, we're done. We're done. That's it. We're done. I'm saying you can say goodbye.
I mean, it's only 11:30, but I mean, this is what happens when we ain't got no battles to really talk about. I mean, Lord knows what the hell I'm gonna talk to y'all about tomorrow for the solo show, but you know, I'll whip some up.
Yeah, you will.
I'll whip some up. Well, damn, that's what I'm saying. Well, damn.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. But yeah, salute to Oops for rocking with us for the majority of your show. I see Next just pulled up. Next, unfortunately, we are exiting the show, but we will still be talking about your battle.
Well, you know, Next, I got you. Next. You better smoke that young man. I don't want to see him win a round.
Wow.
You smoke him all night.
That's how you feel?
Yes.
Damn.
I like Next.
Wow.
I like Next.
I know you like Next, but clearly there's more. You're more anti-Rue than pro Next right now. That's what's happening.
That spells it without an E. Who is he?
Right.
And I'm on the wave. The next wave.
All right, man. Let's Baba Kwan says we didn't talk about Manscaped. I mentioned in the beginning of the show there's an ad-free show, no ads this show. The ads will be.
I am not his sister.
The ads will be post show. So you guys got a commercial-free show today.
And Next sister, I have to be your older sister.
Little Reggie says Next is overrated. Little Reggie, Next is in the building. Next can read your message. You know what I like about caffeine? It's like you can see when the people are pro or against you. Like, and it just lives there. You know what I'm saying? It lives there, and you have to deal with it.
What's your ring size, Cece? A 9. If you really about that life. I ain't no Rue hater, but again, he has not risen to the occasion in my eyes, and he has dropped the ball. He has been lukewarm, and again, I watched him versus Jack. I give that battle to Jack, and I see moments, but overall, he has not been able to put 3 solid rounds together. Wow. He has not, and if you can tell me he has, well, I guess you're the only Rue's fan or stan out there, because I have not seen nobody say that.
Wow. I have no words. I have no words.
Am I lying?
I don't know if you're telling the truth. I can't say you're lying, but I don't know if it's completely true. There's a Rue and True. All right. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Cece Solo Show.
We not talking about this card tomorrow. Just so y'all know.
All right, man. Hasta mañana.
Bye, y'all.